Hi guys, thank you for joining me. Last night at about 8:49 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, there was a magnitude 2.6 earthquake near Hamilton, Washington. That area has had a few earthquakes in the last month, in fact 14 to be precise. 31 people so far have reported to USGS Did You Feel It page that they in fact did feel this earthquake. Here on the Felt Report, we got Bellingham. We got 3 responses from there, 2 there, 14 from there. It doesn't give a location. And 9. Well, if I can zoom into that location. Mount Josephine and, what else we got? Well, let me go to Google Earth. I mapped out all the recent earthquakes. The oldest I could find, can't say this is recent, but there was a 2.8 in April. And we'll go to last night's earthquake. Yeah, not far from a 3.5 that they revised. They downgraded to a 2.8. And that was on the 23rd. 37 people reportedly felt that earthquake. This area does seem to be, and it looks to be, a sparsely populated area. And to have so many reports, well, we got Josephine Lake down over here. So a lot of people are probably wondering what the heck is going on. Well, earthquakes in much of the region are a consequence of stress associated with the motion of the Juan de Fuca oceanic plate to the northeast, with respect to the North American continental plate, which moves at several centimeters per year. This relative motion is largely made possible because the Juan de Fuca plate descends into the Earth's mantle below the North American continent along what is called the Cascadia subduction zone, which extends from the northwestern California through Oregon and western Washington to Vancouver Island, Canada. Relative plate motion that is not accommodated by the subduction of the Juan de Fuca plate is accommodated by the deformation of the overriding North American plate. They have no motion tension balls for any of these earthquakes, none whatsoever. So more likely we have pressure building, mountain building, deformation because of the overriding North American plate, and that's why we're having all these earthquakes. This area is capable of having an earthquake of a magnitude 5 or greater. Back in 1874, over here, there was a magnitude 7.4. And a little bit farther north in 1990, there was a magnitude 5.2, which was revised to a magnitude 5.0. So you think, okay, well, we're capable of having a 5. But that 1990 earthquake caused a lot of damage. It was named the Deming earthquake, and it was a reverse thrust earthquake. This area is capable and generally has thrust earthquakes. Thrust earthquakes are when one fault line rises up suddenly compared to another one next to it where it drops down. Because of the stress and the mountain building of these earthquakes, when the Cascadia subduction zone finally does pop, there's gonna be a lot of damage because of the sudden drop from the buildup of these mountains. And all these earthquakes in this location have been very shallow. All earthquakes are measured from sea level. Any earthquake has a 20% chance of being a foreshock for a much larger earthquake. Here you can see minus 0.2, 1.7. Now this is the depth, kilometers in depth. 2.9, 3.6. Yeah, this last one, was above sea level. So I certainly hope everyone there is prepared for a large earthquake. You just don't know when it's going to happen. Yeah, don't have heavy objects above your bed. Make sure your hot water heater is strapped to the wall. Bookshelves are bolted to the walls. Things that can fall on you and hurt you. So I know some of you have felt these earthquakes. One of you mentioned about the earthquakes that were happening up there in Washington. What did it feel like? How long did it last? Did you feel dizzy? Did you feel sick? How did your animals react? Put all that information down below. And once again, thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for your support. Please stay safe, and I'll talk to you later. God bless you. Bye.